degree, scientists do have a fairly solid understanding of how and when the solar system came to be. According to NASA and most other leading sources, our particular place in space formed about 4.5 billion years ago, meaning the solar system is around 1/3 the age of the universe as a whole, which emerged out of nothing some 13.8 billion years ago. The formative point for the solar system is interesting though, not least because there's some vagueness as to how it actually happened. According to most models, the solar system formed from a one-time random and dense cloud of gas and dust. This frankly massive cloud had seemingly been cruising through the abyss between other stars and objects for a long time, picking up more and more matter as it went, until it eventually collapsed in on itself. This collapse may have been caused by the shock waves of a nearby and suitably immense supernova, after which all of the dust and gas in the one-time cloud compacted and compacted and compacted, until at the center of it all there emerged a star, our Sun, which began fusing hydrogen into helium and beaming out energy in all directions. Over the next few hundred million years or so, the planets gradually formed around the Sun. Their orbits took shape, their own characteristics set in. The inner Rockies, including Earth, the gas and ice giants further out, the asteroid belt in between, and the countless other moons, bits of rock, dwarf planets, etc., all the way up to the present day and the current conditions. Ultimately, all of that is scientifically accepted. Thanks to the incredible technologies available to us today, including most recently the James Webb Space Telescope, we really can retrace cosmic history with confidence and accuracy. But then there are always other models and theories out there which offer a new spin on the same information. And there are always some lesser understood aspects of cosmic hypotheses which open the door for alternative ideas. On the original Kardashev scale, as devised by Nikolai Kardashev in the 1960s, Type 3 was the highest level possible, while at Type 1, a hypothetically advanced civilization will have harnessed all the energy potential of its home planet, and at Type 2 it will have claimed the energy potential of its home star system. At Type 3, we're dealing with a truly seismic force. Type 3s have all the energy of their home galaxy within their power and control. In practice, this means that they can comfortably survive outside of that home galaxy too, seeing as they have things like light-speed intergalactic travel, probable wormholes, and individual immortality to fall back on. Many interpretations of Kardashev's vision gave Type 3 certain other key skills as well though, including full world creation and telekinesis on a planetary scale. Importantly, right now in the modern day, we have no confirmed evidence of even basic alien life, let alone of vast and sprawling advanced societies. But these proposed Type 3 superpowers in particular can still lead us down a heady, hypothetical path. We return to that dense cloud of gas and dust that existed before the solar system did. If a Type 3 civilization does also exist anywhere, then that cloud would conceivably double up as a blank canvas for it, a convenient and potentially prime location to build on or out of. The eventual solar system might have then been a Type 3 blueprint made real. We debated in a past video whether humankind could actually be the remnants of a Type 3 civilization that had previously been on Earth. But here, we're more asking whether we're really the result of a Type 3's ancient work from afar. Consider that in our galaxy, the Milky Way, there are upwards of 100 billion stars in total, scattered across more than 100,000 light-years of space. Might it be that a watching Type 3 could have dominion over any and all of those? At around the halfway point between Types 3 and 4 on the Kardashev scale, a later addition and proposed even higher plane, it's said that you start moving into godlike territories, and the creation of worlds would certainly qualify as that. The suggested movement of planets, too. If Type 3s really can operate at this mind-blowing level, then would it be such a surprise if one of them were to put all it knows to good use by creating our solar system in particular? Might they have also created others that didn't work before landing on this one that did? Some versions of the Kardashev scale do imbue within the highest groups a kind of trial-and-error mentality, for better or worse. At this unfathomably advanced stage, it could be that the ruling power needn't have a local presence either, managing instead to spark these near-perfect conditions for the life that we have, but from a great distance. Something like an artist dripping paint onto an easel, but from a great height. As to whether or not that creator or artist could ever truly care about their paint drips being so far removed is another somewhat worrying problem. But of course, the first question for any well-meaning scientist is, where's the proof here? And ultimately, there isn't a great deal. Again, there isn't even any evidence of basic alien life yet, or at least nothing that's been officially confirmed. But while you might think that an all-conquering Type 3 such as this would be hard for us to miss, some argue that actually they would at the same time be plenty advanced enough to entirely hide themselves from us. Plus, there's the huge amount of time that has passed since the solar system formed. On Earth, peering even a few million years back into history is extremely difficult to do. Thanks to various natural processes like tectonics and convection, the cliché rings true that nothing lasts forever. And certainly there's nothing we can tap into to take us directly back to when Earth first took shape, multi-billions of years ago. On a cosmological scale, we can peer further back in time, yes, although sometimes there's something of a paradox at play when it becomes effectively easier to view more distant galaxies in greater detail than we can our own. In either case, and again, if a Type 3 does exist or has ever existed, then all of our capabilities will be known to it, presumably meaning that it could easily evade them if it wanted to. If you follow the Kardashev Scale then, Type 3s are arguably the first civilization type to become unknowable, which is seemingly another trait that they'd share with what we currently picture a god to be. It's said that these spectacular beings can build worlds as though from the shadows, and probably in such a way as to erase any sign that they were the world builders at all. So is that the true backstory of our solar system? Might everything have happened exactly as conventional science says it did, with the compacted dust cloud, early sun, protoplanets, and so on? It's just that there was another higher force guiding how everything unfolded 4.5 billion years back in time. Clearly, without any irrefutable evidence, the answer has to remain no. Type 3 aliens didn't build the solar system. As with most everything else about the Kardashev Scale, this is a thought experiment first and foremost, and not a tried and tested groundbreaking model for reality itself. But still, what's your verdict? Do you believe that a Type 3 civilization is possible? And if it is, then could there already be one in existence? And might it already be calling the shots? For now, we can at least park the potential existential crisis that this video may have triggered, and remind ourselves that life is still what we make of it. Hidden Type 3 overlords or not, that delicate balance of planet Earth remains there for us all to see and to enjoy.